Hello, my name is Jim Mullany from Sitek Process Solutions. Today is Friday, June 21st, 2019. Today I'm doing a video source inspection on two fully remanufactured Semitool 880S Spin Rinse Dryers. For the privacy of our customers, we do not give their names out on our videos because these videos are uploaded to our YouTube channel for their review. But this purchase order is 240-92661. This is part of an actual 4 SRD order. These are the first two tool shipping. This system these have been upgraded with the state-of-the-art Sitek S1 controller. This is the best controller that can be purchased anywhere in the world for an upgraded spin rinse dryer. It also has a variety of options. I can see the anti-static module. I can see the resistivity probe here, and I can see the water recirculation. Those are the three most common options you see. We also, on the back of the rinse dryer here, you can't see it, but I can, is our serial tag. This happens to be SRD number 01173, remanufactured on 6/2019. It has our URL and our phone number for all of our sales and support. What I'll go ahead and do, these systems have been set up for the low profile Integris A192-81M. I have a variety of wafer loads in here, but all these rotors are balanced 0 to 25. They all run beautifully. These are very, very nice machines. If you did not know it, you would think these are brand new. So customers now have the choice of buying remanufactured tools from Sitek. With our parts, the way we do our rebuilds, we offer the same value as what a new machine would be at approximately between 50 and 60% of the cost of new. And with our upgraded controller, it's far and away the best system you can buy. So what I'm going to do is, I'll talk about the color-coded indicator lights in a second. The reason they were blue was I had finished running some processes, and blue means to unload a process over. When you open the door, or clear, it goes to amber, or yellow, which is the idle state. I'm going to go ahead and start these tools. I'm going to run both double stacks at the same time. I have a shorter than normal recipe, not bad. I'm doing 60-second rinse at 500 RPM, 10-second purge at 1800, 60-second dry 1 at 1800, and then a dry 2 for 210 seconds at 500. I'll discuss the process parameters as we start running the tools. So to start off, I'll simply start the tools. What I'm going to do is zoom in a little bit on our controller so you can see what I was talking about, and I'll show you. So this controller, we show the step it's currently in. Green means that this is an active process happening. In this case, the LPP valve is on and the rinse valve is on, and the 20 psi sensors are being made. You'll see during the drying cycles, the bowl heaters and the N2 heater will cycle on and off, or the N2 heater normally doesn't cycle on and off because it normally doesn't overheat, but the bowl heater will, because it's meant to see high and low on the process switch. So what's going to happen is you're going to go into the purge step, and I will show you in a second, then I'll back up. Okay, see, now the purge valve is on. You can see the purge valve is on, and we're doing a quick 10-second purge. I'm going to back up now so you can see the tools. That beeping is when we go to the next step, that beep notifies you've gone to that step. So right now we're in dry 1. We're at 1800 RPM, and look at these. There is no vibration at all. In fact, if I stand here, I can't hear the tools even spinning. They're so quiet. These tools are fantastic, actually. So the traditional rinse dryer process is a rinse, which you saw, a purge. What the purge is for, it blows the water out of the DI manifold so no water drips in during the dry process. Dry 2 is a standard high RPM, short duration to sling the water off of your wafers, cassette, and rotor. And dry 2 goes into a longer dry cycle at slow RPM. And it utilizes the hot N2, the heater blankets, and centrifugal force to dry. There's been lots of studies done over the past on particle counts, and it was proven that if you can reduce your RPMs in your dry cycle, you'll always have better particle counts. So this is a known process throughout the world for the last 25 years. Now we're into dry 2. You can see we have the N2 valve on, the low pressure purge valve is on, the N2 heater's on, the anti-static's on, and the bowl heater's on. Note that the anti-static only comes on in dry 2. That's the standard process that was known for years, and that's how it's programmed. You'll notice the bowl here, it's green now. Oh, there it goes, just an amber. That meant the process thermostat hit temp, and now it'll start to cool down, and then it'll turn green again. So it cycles back and forth, plus or minus approximately 20 degrees throughout the process, and that's what it's supposed to do. You can see this tool is the same thing, running nicely. So this is finishing out. Let me talk about Sitek. So on these machines, these are called the Semitool S models. If you go to our website at sitekprocess.com and look on the left-hand side, the first 7 buttons are all Semitool related. The first 3 are the rinse dryers: S model, F models, and Frank, and ST, the traditional tool. The next 3 are the spare parts dedicated for each tool. On the S models here, we have 100% spare parts. Every part of this tool we can sell brand new. The servo amp was discontinued. We've designed our own servo amp. We have designed our own brushless motors. We also have designed our own controllers. We can build anything and everything on this tool brand new as necessary. All bowl heaters, all N2 heaters, all ACR valves, all rotor stop positioners, everything is brand new to be offered by Sitek. What I didn't show you is, if you took the side panels off, all those parts I just discussed have Sitek labels on them. So it gives you the Sitek description and our SRD-06 part number. We've done that because over the years on a traditional semi-tool, you couldn't figure out the part number, and there was different parts. They were not labeled. So at Sitek, we've done that. And if you ever have a semi-tool part, you can go to our website under our search box, type that in, and it'll bring up what we think is the match to that part. Over the years, we've been very thorough in cross-referencing all the semi-tool parts. We have about a minute and a half left. At Sitek, we're over a 20-year-old company. We've remanufactured over 2,000 systems. We also, in 2018, purchased Martech, which owned the Vertec product line. We are now the proud owners of all the IP rights and all the information for the Vertec Spin Rinse Dryers. We actually have a lot of inventory now. We're starting the refurbishments on those tools. We already have orders from customers that are sending us tools. We do all of the controller repairs, the PC tray repairs on the Vertex. So we're becoming a very rounded company, on rinse dryers at least. Okay, for the last 45 seconds, once this finishes, I will go ahead and talk to you a little bit more about the process. Oh, I did is I left a longer process on here, so when this one finishes, I'll go ahead and talk about what else we have to offer. At the end of a process, for reference, it's called a rotor stop position, or RSP. It's back here, and it has a piston that shoots out. It has a roller on the end, and it uprights the cam assembly, which we call home position, which is 12 o'clock. Wafers will be straight up. When that happens and we go down to 0 RPM, I'll hear the door release, and then I'll open up and feel for hot N2 and see if the wafers are dry, which I know they will be dry, because these systems have gone through thorough testing. All right, you see we have a second. And then we have, there we go, we're breaking down now, and we're breaking on the bottom system. There we go. The RSP fired at 70 RPM. Okay, as soon as the attack sensor. Okay, process complete. Okay, open. It gives you all the parameters of the process, and the way blue means unload. There's 3 ways to clear this. You can hit the stop button. You can hit acknowledge or open the door. I'll simply open the door and you'll see it acknowledged. Okay, it was nice and hot. Notice that turned amber because now I've opened the door. Wafers look beautiful, nice and warm. I'll pull out the bottom rinse dryer. This one has a variable load. I had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, all nice and dry. You can go for the hot end too. Nice, yeah, feel it, perfect. This system has about a minute left. So we'll let this one finish. Let me talk about our remanufacturing process, why this one breaks down. At Sitek, we remanufacture tools from the ground up. We tear a system completely down. We don't care what size system you buy, 1 inch up to over 12 inch or 300 millimeter. We can configure and reconfigure any system. We have our own poly shop for building poly. We have our own machine shop for making parts. We build our own frames. We build our own bowls. We build everything. We have 35 seconds. What I'll do is not to kind of get confusing here, I'll let the 30 seconds go by and then talk about a remanufacturing process. and all the other tools that we support on our website at sitekprocess.com. I'll go on this side here. One thing I'll show you while we're quickly waiting, we're quite busy in final test. As you can see, we have three more rinse dryers. We have one of the traditional STs. We have a larger 8-inch system there, and then we have a 6-inch S model in the corner. I'll talk about in a second how our systems come in because of that. Okay, we're breaking down nicely. Okay, did you hear the door release? Hot end tube, feels good. Be careful, you burn yourself, it's too hot. Okay, I put 3 wafers, nice and dry, nice and warm. You feel this? Okay, nice and warm. And the wafers look beautiful. Let me go ahead and move the camera for a second, as we just talked about. Okay. So, one of the reasons I said why these systems look brand new and they're beautiful, we decided on these 2 systems, completely reskinned them, all brand new poly. That's part of, again, we have our own poly shop. Our systems have to run like new, and our internal qualification have to look 95% like brand new. That's our internal policy. We don't offer any lower levels of our rebuild. We felt that that's not the way to go when we run our company. We don't like having the decision on the floor from the manufacturing team to decide how much they do a rebuild. We build everything to all to the highest quality. What I was showing you is rinse dryers don't come in a final test like this. What happens is we do the dry build out in our manufacturing area. The bowls are sent out, the manifolds are sent out. We do rear electric polishing of stainless steel parts. We reprocess the bowls, and they come back in. We start a dry build, and they're built up to where there's no water, and they're tested. There's once it's past the build cycle, we have a second QC by another technician. Once it passes that technician, it comes into final test. It comes in like this. You notice it's just a rinse dryer with nothing on it. This is when we hook the water up to it. Our DI system, we have 18 megawatt water in our building. So then we go through complete DI testing here. We look for any valves that are dripping, any fittings that are not quite tight enough. You can't see that in the dry test because there's no water. We also have the second QC, just like in dry test, of another technician. Once it passes this, the tools are loaded into their configuration. The poly's brought in and they're put into the systems. We load the servo amps down below, we put the controllers in, we put all the cabling in and so forth. Then they're ran 50 times with no errors, with the sides off, all the poly off. We like to make sure we look for to why it's running. Once it passes those runs, the poly is put on. It's ran for approximately another 15 times. Then it's transferred over to sales for us to do the video. We decided a long time ago, 15 years ago, we video inspect every tool because things happen in shipment. They're out of our control. We don't spec out the shippers. Some customers, international, have to ship crates on airplanes. They bounce around. A fitting might come loose or a wire might come off on a connector. It's simple stuff to fix. So we like to show that our tools are ready and at 100% before they go. Again, this is one of the old ST units with the brush motor. We have 100% spare parts on this tool also. So we totally support the Semitool and Vertec product line. Now talking about our other products. Right now I know on our manufacturing floor, we have a couple orders we're doing for photoresist pumps and controllers. We do a lot of the IDI pumps and controllers, the Cyborg and the Millipore. We currently are remanufacturing the Integris box washers. We are the world leader in that, we believe. We also on our website have a lot of spare parts now for that tool. Over the years we've had to re-engineer and qualify spare parts. We do microscopes, where I know we're rebuilding some high and low power microscopes. We do etch and ash equipment for plasma processing. I know we have some Techniques tools, we have some Branson's tools, we have some Matrix tools. I'm trying to think. We also do photoresist tracks, the SVG tracks. We do particle counters. I know right now we're out there testing a 10-core 5500 particle counter, so that's being done. So as you can see, there's a wide range of tools. Our core product line is spin rinse dryers. That's probably over 75% of our corporate business, and we are the #1 leader in spare parts for non-OEM spare parts, and we believe now we're becoming the worldwide leader, not just the US leader, in Semitool and Vertec support. So, that will conclude this presentation on the source inspection of 2 fully remanufactured, like new condition 880S spin rinse dryers. Again, they've been upgraded with the state-of-the-art Sitek S1 controller. I won't go into this controller because on our YouTube channel, there's a lot of videos and demos of all the capabilities of it. But this system takes you to a world that was never known before in spin rinse drying. These systems also come built-in standard with our new nitrogen purge saver. And during the options, in fact, I'll just show you that for reference. I won't zoom in, but I'll just show you. As you can see, we have N2 set in there. I click on that button. I have it currently turned off. If I turn it on, so what this is, these are parameters. If I turn it on, after we open and take the wafers out, we have a time delay. It's programmed by the customer. I'm going to turn that off though. And after that time, in this case 20 seconds, we automatically turn off the incoming N2. What that does is save the customer thousands of dollars per head assembly per year by using our N2 system that's already integrated free into our controllers. We believe it's one of the huge enhancements. That's why our controllers are being sold worldwide and they're in very, very high demand. We actually can't even build enough fast enough now. We're trying to ramp up our manufacturing process to keep up with the demand of our controllers. So that will end this video source inspection. Again, my name is Jim Mullany from Sitek Process Solutions. Today is Friday, June 21st, 2019. You'll also notice that we do have a 20 by 20 booth at Semicon that will be having videos of our remanufacturing process, our SlickDevice controller. We'll have rinse dryers there. We'll have our spare parts support. We'll talk about other products we offer. So you'll see emails if you're in our email campaign going out over the next 2 weeks on our booth to see everyone at Semicon. And that will be July 8th, 9th, and 10th. So in about 3 weeks or so. So that will end this video. If you have any questions, feel free to call our main number at 916-797-9000 and ask for anyone in our sales organization. Thank you. Have a great day.